Hello, and welcome to Let's Make a Top-Down Shooter. This video is about creating some chill orbs that circle the player. And a special thanks to all my supporters. Thank you for helping me help others. And we're going to start by creating a blueprint class, actor type, call this BP Orb. In here, we're going to add a sphere. Drag that to root. Make it to 0.1. Just going to add a Niagara system so it looks pretty. Just use the chill. I'm going to add a few variables. We'll call this circle degrees. That will be where in the circle it is. This is just a float. Is tracking. That will be a bool. And the enemy that it will be tracking. And that will be a BP enemy character. Going to create a function here. We'll call this circle owner. This will take a float. Let's call this delta. And this just gets called in event tick, sending along a delta. So in here, we're going to take delta. We're going to multiply this by 180. That will be the number of degrees that it rotates in 1 second. We're going to control drag out circle degrees. That's going to be added to the delta times 180 value. And then set back into circle degrees. So over here, we're going to make a vector. This is just going to be the distance away. So we're just going to set that to 100. This is going to rotate vector around axis. The axis will just be up, so that's 0, 0, 1. And the degrees, obviously, circle degrees. This is going to go to set actor location. But to get there, we're going to take this local value and add it to our owner. Actor location. So that every tick, this will just circle around the owner being the player character. All right, so to create the BP orb, we're going to have another actor. This will BP Chill Orbs. This will be created by a gameplay ability, and then in here, we're going to have Add Orb and Adjust Orbs. So adding orb just means that we are spawning the actor from class. This will be for the orb. Let's pop this open so it doesn't complain. The location and everything that it spawns doesn't really matter because it's just going to, on every tick, set its own position. However, we do need to set along an owner, and this will just be the owner of Chill Orbs. That will be the player. So once that's done, we're going to have a variable. which is just orbs. This will be of type BP orb, and it will be an array. So control that drag out, call add on it, and that's how we're tracking our orbs. And then lastly, we're going to call adjust orbs. And then the purpose of adjust orbs is to change the starting position anytime an orb is added or removed. So for this, we're going to check the length, or rather get the length of the orbs array. We're just going to save this to a convenience variable called orb count, as we will need it a few times in this function. As long as orb count is greater than 1. In the case where it's 0, we wouldn't want to do anything. In the case where it's 1, we also don't want to do anything because there's nothing to adjust. It already has its value. It doesn't need to be readjusted. But if there's 2, then we need to make some changes. So then we're going to do a for loop. We'll go from 0 in this case because we need that index used as 0, which means this last index will be the orb count. But since we're starting at 0, we want this -1. In this loop, we're going to take our orbs array. We want to get the copy of one of them based on the index. We're going to use that to set its circle degrees. And the value that we're sending will be our orb count. We'll convert this to a float. This then is going to be a full circle, 360 degrees, divided by the orb count, and then multiplied by the index. And that'll give us the circle degrees. So in the case of 2, 360 divided by 2 is 180. The first one will always be 0, the second at 180. If there's 3, then that will be 120 each, etc. And then we can create our gameplay ability as usual. TDS gameplay ability. Call this GA Chill Orbs. I will forget later, so the first thing we do is change the ability input ID. This is utility. I'm going to do our usual commit. Drag that out, hold or hit B. Call end ability when that is false. When it is not false, we are going to spawn actor. Split this out. We want to ensure that the owner is set, so that will be the avatar actor from actor info. Once that's done, we then want to attach actor to actor, which will again be our avatar actor from actor info. We want the location to snap to target. And then with that, we're going to do a for loop. We just need a number of entries, so this one we can start at 1. This is going to be a random int in range, and we'll just set 3 to 5. In the loop, we're taking our guy back here, and we're calling add. Oh, I did not set the class. This should be our Chill Orb. Which converts this now to Chill Orb. So now when I drag it over, Add Orb. So it's literally just calling Add Orb in the loop once per. And then when the loop's done, of course, we just call End Ability. And then we go into our main character. Find our default abilities array and add Chill Orbs here. So I hit F for utility, and there we go. It added 3 orbs. They're circling the character as you move around. They keep circling. And because we added the Niagara system, it looks a little nicer. Just to get a different number, you can see it'll be 3 to 5, so sometimes it'll look a little cooler. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video and would like to see more, you know what to do. And if you would like to support this channel, watch these videos 2 weeks early, or just want to download the project files, you can do so through my Patreon linked below.